That didn't work. Alright, so this is me trying to lay out a bunch of round shit with straight lines. Not the easiest thing in the world, but I can get it done. My biggest problem is to keep the tweeters low enough and the 6.5s high enough and them all close enough together so I can put my insert piece around them and then press a grill around them. It's a pain in the ass. This is what you do when you don't like what you drew on the board. You just sand it off and then text your friends. I'm copying the second side, which would be the passenger side. Just trying to do double work at one time instead of trying to back up. Now I'm going to cut the holes out. No biggie. I wish normal work went this fast. So here, I'm starting to lay out the opening for the insert, which you can see the shape I've drawn there. The hard thing is to get it exactly in the right spot, so you have enough room for outside 45 and the inside 45. And then you gotta center it. So I measure, and look and see if I like it, take it off. You'll see I've got to put some sort of guide so that when I tape it up, I can just drop it on and it'll stick in the spot I want it to. 'Tis a pain in the ass. Now I'm checking to make sure my jig is right, and I got the hands on the hips happiness. Shit's nerve-wracking. Alright, so now I'm building up my little stops so I can just drop it on with the two-sided tape and it'll be in the spot I want. And then the goddamn Hero 7 does this weird thing where it stops videoing and then tells you it's fixing your video, but it doesn't. I think that'll look a lot better than the amoeba shape. So the redo is happening. I'm redoing it all. Right now, I am about to use the big ass rabbit bit to shorten this centerpiece here. That's a big ass rabbit. So I'll shorten the centerpiece one cut, and I'll cut this bottom one. And then I'll use the bottom one, still tied to this one, and shorten it by another cut. Then I should be able to run the spiral flush trim cut, and I'll be able to run it around this, and I'll have a template like these pieces of plastic. But it'll be in this shape. It should be, I don't know how big it'll be, but I can make it smaller with the rabbit. I can make it a lot smaller. So what I'm gonna do is, and I always like the video down here, which is like the worst way to video. So what this will do for me is this gives me this piece that'll actually be only this wide, and it'll set in there, and this will be the piece that holds the grill, and it will set in there either with a pressure fit, which I doubt it will work good enough, so then probably have to do it with magnets. So I'll get some neodymium, or however you pronounce them, magnets, and put it in there. And then I'll use that pattern to smash my grill material when it shows up, which I ordered from some place that cut me a 4x10 sheet, so I got enough to fix my fuck ups. That's the amoeba shaped hole, pressed really shittily. Not easy, none of this shit's easy, especially when you don't know how to do it. I mean, I have theory and thought, and that's all I've got, and I'm not that quick. So I go through a lot of wood. There's a lot of sawdust all over my shop. But, you know, hell, I'm getting even more organized. I got the router lift, and then I built a box, and then I got a dedicated shop vac. This is definitely riggy. The rag is to seal the hole where the wire comes through. And then I actually have a safety stop button, which runs that and the router lift at the same time. And I got a little trash can, which is great because the floor of this place is disgusting at all times. So, and I have a cold. So if I sniffle and all that, and you won't see it anyways because I'll edit it out. Edit. Yeah. I'll make it go away. So I'm gonna set you guys up and see if this works. So what I got here is a 1/2-inch rabbit, which is changeable with the bearings. So the top bearing is the standard one right now, so I'm getting a 1/2-inch cut. Now I've changed it to 3/8, so I'm doing the bottom board. You see the steps there. It's a pain in the ass, but it's cool, because what this does is it makes me a wooden template that I can copy and then use as my insert piece. There's the wide one, which I got a booger on it, so I had to flip it and then redo it and recut it and then sand it up. So now I'm going to cut that little outer ring out, because the outer one is the one I want. So I'm going to use that one to create another template, and then increase it by the size I need with the flush trim bit with an enlarged bearing on it, like that. And this is what I came up with. So that shape is what I want, and so now I flush trim it, and it gives me one of those. Now I grab a piece of scrap. You need to make 3 if you're going to do real aggressive 45s so that the bearing can ride on the middle board. You see me set up my little template locks. There I'm sanding where I had a bit mark, and I used super glue to build it up and then trimmed it with sandpaper and a file, make it real clean. Now I'm doing my 45s, super aggressive. You'll be able to see them in a second. Nerve-wracking taking the little things apart like that. Feel like you're gonna break it.
Ouch. We've got the grill ring. I think that's what I'd call it. The
insert
done. She pretty and very, very fragile, but it looks good. So there you go. So now I need to rabbit out the spaces for the speakers to sit down a little bit lower once I get my smart ruler from Mobile Solutions. And I think I'm going to do some diamond cuts. We'll do cuts this way, kind of exaggerated. And then this piece, once I pick it up, we'll have some cuts in it and red or light tan vinyl for that. And it'll be hidden under the grill, under the piece, the whole time until I want it to be seen. Now I've got to work on figuring out the these cuts here, because I want to make this look just like the Ford panel, which I think these are too deep. I mean, it's cool, looks neat, but I think they're too deep. And on the Ford, I think they're like an 1/8 of an inch deep, not a 1/4. So then I'll do these 1/8 of an inch deep, and I'll be able to control the way that I do them, because with the kit I've got coming, I'll have a 45 with a flat in it. So then I'll be able to run this line in this space instead of going all full line. I'll run the line in this space here, stopping before, do that, and then I don't know what I'll do here. I might just do a little tiny notch there, and then the next project is to get the grill to match the lines in here. It'll match these lines, which would be cool. It seems hard. See, that amoeba shape sucks compared to that. That's super clean. That's wonky. So I guess now I'll sit here and stare at this shit until I can figure out what I need to do next and what I can do next. I'm guessing I can build my grill press. I also need to touch this up so I can get the grill underneath it. And that's probably about it. And then go to work. All right, bye.
Using the rabbit bit again, setting all the speakers down, whatever gets them to flush with the face of that board. It works really well. Went a little deep for a 1/2 inch on the 8-inch speaker, but it'll work. I have to put a backer behind it in the 6s. Right now I'm changing the bearing because I'm going to go to the 8, which I need a 1/2 inch cut. Rabbit bit's crazy. So much dust. Here comes the sexiness. So sexy. Such a pain in the ass. How about a thumbs up for the music I picked? It's actually really entertaining, copyright-free rap and dubstep.
So that's what we got. So all I've got to do now is I'm gonna put a backing plate because this one's really deep, so that I have strength in this piece. I'm gonna rabbit the bottom of this so I can make room for the screen. I'm going to press the mesh and see if I can get it to come out. Still got to do my little plans here. This stuff is the hard part. This making these little fine guys right here. Very delicate stuff. Not me, but I can do it and I can work cool stuff like that. But you know, I'm kind of a big box kind of guy, but I think I'm getting it. It's pretty cool. And I'm really proud of how that looks. I mean, that makes me happy. Super uniform, super not amoeba, weird shaped shit. So, what you can see in here is 2 6.5s and 8, and 2 of the 4s or whatever, the DD Audio 4s or tweeter, whatever they call them. I think they're 4s. They might be 3s. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, there's a box right here. VOB4. So the VOB4. So should be pretty loud. If I get this going and it's not loud enough, which for me it probably will be because I'll make it sound quality instead of stupid vocals. So it should be super clean. But I mean, I've got all this work in it. It wouldn't be that hard for me to do the back doors. So I might do the back doors. I will hate myself, but I still might do it. Yeah, but hey, I still got to finish this one and then make that one and be happy with it, because I've got some questions on how to wrap it, how to wrap this little delicate piece with the mesh in it. Yeah, I've got some questions on raising my skill level to do stuff like this. So we'll see. It should be fun. I just wish it wasn't so goddamn hot. It is hot as hell in here. I've shut the fan off at least last couple times, and I'm already sweating. I'm starting to sweat. I can feel sweat. But that's it. I mean, tell me what you think. I think it's pretty. But yeah, look at the fucking mess it makes. I need a real vacuum system. It'd be nice to have. Because, I mean, there's sawdust everywhere. But, you know, I'm just, you know, that's for people when they grow up. And I'm like 49 and 12 at the same time. So, let me clean this up and start putting my mind to the rest of that paint on what I'm going to do. Bye.